DEESLIMDAOG at STAYSOLIDISDAMOVEMEnt. Yeah, we back with another real talk video, man. Yeah, but man, this one I want to talk about something, man. How did I stop smoking weed, man? I had a like a 3 gram a day marijuana habit, man. And if anybody that ever truly know me in real life, man, listen, I don't think I never really been sober, maybe since I was probably like 17 years old. Like no hard drugs, like no cocaine or no pills or nothing like that. I never experiment with nothing like that. Just marijuana and alcohol. Maybe a little lean in my younger days, but I never thought that I would ever really go on my lifetime without, really being sober, man, And I'm making this video because I was thinking the day, man, I was at Chick-fil-A, about to get my breakfast. And I remember a time that, man, I couldn't even eat before I smoked my weed, man. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people that's dealing with this, but man, I couldn't even eat before I smoked my weed. I couldn't go to work before I smoked my weed. I couldn't do shit before I get high. Even when it came down to the sex, man, listen, I got to roll me a blunt before I do anything, man. And what I'm saying is I'm not better than nobody, but I know if I could achieve that goal, anybody can achieve it. And, I was just thinking like, damn, I never thought I'd really be sober-minded like that. No smoking, no drinking, but, with the help of grace of God Almighty, I did it, man. And one thing I could say, man, it make your mind more clear. You could breathe again. And not only that, man, you could save your damn money, man. And that's one of the main reasons that I stopped smoking weed, because I really wanted to stack my bread. And I know a lot of times you think, well, I don't spend that much money on weed. But I tell you this, even if you spending $20 a day, you do the math on that with how much weed that is. I mean, how much money you spending in a month. That's a damn car note. If you save that amount of money every month, man, within a year, you'll have you some paper. If you save at least $400 for a whole year, you'll have you some damn money. You'll have enough money where you could buy you a car. You could do you some real shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You could fix up your crib. You could do a lot of things, man, besides helping other people get rich. Because that's what you're really doing, man, And plus, man, you know what? I didn't like the feeling like I was depending on something else besides myself, man. It got to the point where when you need weed to function, that's bad, man. And I was like, I really didn't want to deal with that no more. You know what I mean? And not only that, it started doing things in my physical health, like running my blood pressure up temporary. What people don't tell you is that weed do give you temporary high blood pressure. Yeah, and it can affect your kidneys. It can do all that, man. But most of all, man, it takes away from your health and your finances, yo. Especially when you start getting older in life. If you like in your late 30s and 40s, you ain't the same as you was when you was 20 years old. Where you could smoke like 10 blunts a day. Cause I've been there smoking 10 blunts a day. Yeah, man, shit like that. So, you know what I mean? And then what that do is that begins to affect your mental health and your physical health, man. People don't believe that, but it affect your physical health and your mental health. And the reason why I'm saying your mental health is because that weed, when you don't got it, man, it trigger anxiety in you, man. What's so crazy is when you don't got the weed, that's when that anxiety really run up in you, because you like, damn, man, I'm getting low on my smoke. I got to call the weed man now. Or you start feeling like, oh, if the weed man ain't got it, what the hell I'm going to do? And like I said, that builds up anxiety in you, weed psychosis, all that shit, man. And it could be bad for you, yo, the older you get, man, with your high blood pressure and stuff like that. So, that was one of the main reasons. And another reason was, that my temple ain't my temple, this God body. This God body, man, and I want to add some years on to my life, man. You know what I'm saying? And smoking, it affects your heart, whether it's marijuana smoke or cigarettes. You know what I mean? It make your heart work harder. And if you got anything like high blood pressure, or your family got heart disease later down in your older life, that can affect you, man. Yeah, straight up. So, that's a lot. Them the main reasons I stopped smoking weed, man. I just want to have a clear mind and, wanted good health and stuff like that, man. you know, and it was hard in the beginning, man, you know, having headaches, couldn't sleep, you know, didn't really want to eat, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, you know, hard palpitations, but I stuck with that shit, man. You know what I mean? And I'm sober free, got a clear mind, stacking my money, you know what I mean? And I feel good about my life, and I feel good about my damn self, man. But you know, it could be done, man. You just gotta really stick with it, you know what I'm saying? And find something to replace with that. What I started doing, I started focusing more on my YouTube channel, man. I started going crazy on my content, man, dropping 2-3 videos a day. You know, I started praying more. Every time I got the urge that I want to smoke some damn weed, man, I would drop a video or I would start praying, man. And it's nothing to be embarrassed about. It ain't like weed, it's like crack or nothing. But you know what? You don't want to be hooked on nothing, man, but God, man, and addicted to getting some damn money, man. You know, so that's the reasons I stopped, man, for my physical health, and I want to get my damn money right, man. Because when you smoking and shit like that and you drinking, man, that take away from your life, and that take away from your finances. You know what I mean? And plus, I want to be right with God, man. You know, but that's what it is, man. And I hope somebody be able to get some out this video, man. And y'all do me a favor, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the content. And with that being said, knowledge is power, and stay solid is the movement. Man, y'all stay solid, stay blessed. Peace and shalom. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next video. I'm out.